don't let anyone make you believe that you are worthless, you are useless.
We are not comfortable being uncomfortable.
Sometimes we do have to suffer for a little bit for us to succeed.
Just because Mr. X wants us to go in this direction doesn't mean that I have to follow that direction.
Those are the uncomfortable things that we go through.
In 2 years' time, I want to see myself somewhere.
Your opinion does not matter.
If you're not aggressive in our work, means that opportunities will just be passing.
Has anyone seen youths being involved in crime?
In Talk in Action is a youth program. It's actually a teenager and youth program that we do things to help youth, to empower youth. We do so many things like trainings. What we offer is mentorship. And in mentorship, we have two types of mentorship. One is one-on-one mentorship, and the other one is group mentorship. So one-on-one mentorship simply means you as a mentee, you are attached to a mentor, and then you work with that mentor for a period of 1 year or 1.5 years. And after that, you are discharged from the mentorship program. And then we also do coaching. Now, coaching we do for specific reasons. So if a teenager or a youth has a specific problem, let's say it's maybe time management. So when you get a coach will be helping you understand the issues of time management and priorities. So coaching is one-on-one, but for a specific reason or a specific goal. And then after you understand that goal or you achieve the goals or objective, then you are discharged from that coaching period. And then we have motivational talks where we have speakers who come from even outside to come and give us talks. And these are usual people who have gone through a situation and they're able to relate and teach us. And so we can learn from the motivational talks. And then we have trainings. Trainings, usually we do them for groups. Like we don't have one-on-one trainings, but we do a group training. That one we can do it in a school or any organized youth group. The vision for In Talk in Action is to create and equip new generation of leaders with a great sense of integrity and moral values. I know most of the time we look at our leaders and then we start wondering, now what is happening? Like we are complaining every day of our leaders, what they are doing, how they are leading us. But we as youth, what are we doing about it? Because we believe that youth are tomorrow's leaders. So if we don't start training ourselves now to be better leaders, even us when we get those now offices, we'll still do the same thing. So that's why now we have this platform with Talk in Action to help us equip better leaders. We need a new generation of leaders. We cannot sing the same song year in, year out, and then we expect different results. So let's try to learn as much as we can through In Talk in Action, and it will empower us to be better leaders. Our mission statement is to change the mindset of our youth and teenagers by reaching out, challenging, and empowering them through mentorship, through coaching, school talks, life skills, training, among others. So what we need to do is just to change the mindset. Like if you believe you'll be different, believe me, you'll be different. But if you believe you are the same, you'll always be the same. So it's our mind. It all starts with the mind. And I always say, mentor one person and change the generation. Like if you mentor one person, for example, if Grace, you are mentored on a particular thing, believe me, your generation, your children, you'll pass the same information to them. We engage, we nurture, and we empower. We've had so many suicides in school, right? Students committing suicide in schools, in colleges, in campus. Someone who has gone through primary school, finishes, goes through secondary school, finishes secondary school, probably gets very good marks, very high marks. And then goes first year, second year, you hear this person commits suicide because probably the boyfriend, it's always about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or it's about maybe where this person is coming from. Where I come from, we don't have money. Where I come from, we are poor. And this person commits suicide. Do we ever ask ourselves, why do these people commit suicide? Or we always conclude depression, the devil. And then they like leaving suicide notes I decided to die because of this and this and this, yeah? So it's high time we as youth, we start understanding our self-worth. Once we understand our self-worth, I think there's nothing that will push us to the corner. Because we understand who we are, we understand our capabilities, we understand our abilities, we understand how important we are. The moment you understand that you are very unique, you are very special. What is self-worth? Now, self-worth is the ability to recognize and know that you are unique, you are special, and you are able to do anything under the sun. Sometimes we don't recognize how special we are. We don't recognize how beautiful we are. We don't recognize how unique we are. We should try to always give out something that is positive so that we build ourselves, we build our posture, we build our, self-confidence. Because without self-worth, you cannot have self-confidence. You'll always be thinking, so and so is better than me. So and so can do this better than me. And what are you doing about it yourself? Why do you always try to bring yourself down? Not other people bringing you down, but you yourself as a person. You try as much as possible to make sure that you are down. So it's time we as youth, we try to recognize who we are. We try as much as possible, to recognize the unique things that we have, the unique abilities that we have, the unique everything that you as a person has. So our self-value is very important. Don't let anyone make you believe that you are worthless, you are useless, you don't have anything to offer on the table. Because I believe each one of us, the way God created you, we are special, we have our own talents, and if we all of us use our talents, believe me, youth will be a different kind of generation.
Am I comfortable with being uncomfortable? We are not comfortable being uncomfortable. No, we are not okay not being okay. We say that what do is we share the problem, find somebody trustworthy to talk with. Others said they rather cry.
So sometimes being uncomfortable is okay, but why are you being uncomfortable? Sometimes being uncomfortable is not okay. Because sometimes ukidunishwa sana, if somebody makes you feel small every time, like your opinion does not matter, like if you don't know what you are saying, now that uncomfortable is not okay. But if you're uncomfortable because one day you will feel happier and you know what you are doing, that one is okay.
If I were to give advice to a newborn child, what would it be? Now, according to us, the first advice that you're going to give this child is to follow in God's steps and read the Word of God. That is to love God at all times. That is the most important according to us. Secondly, we'll tell this child always be positive in whatever you do. We want this child to grow up knowing that it is important for this child to always be positive. In whatever decisions you make, always strive to be positive. Secondly, we are going to teach our child to make good decisions. Before this child makes any decision, it is important for this child to think twice. Always think twice before you make any decision. Before you make any decision, sit down, consult widely, and make sure that the decision that you're going to make is the right decision. What signs show that I know my self-worth? Now, we first of all need to understand the definition of the word self-worth. What is self-worth? When you're talking about self-worth is the ability to recognize and to understand your self-importance. It is important for you as a person to understand, I am important, I am valuable, I am very, very important. Everybody values me, I value myself. So what are these signs that I will show to know that I have my self-worth? The first thing that I need to do is that I must be always neat and decent at all times. When you wake up in the morning, don't be how you slept last night. As you wake up in the morning, acquire new knowledge. That will show that you value yourself, you want to improve yourself, and therefore you have self-worth.
What can I do today to live a better life tomorrow? Our first point was be faithful in your work. If you're faithful in our work, then it means that we shall have consistency. We shall be doing our work nicely. Then investments. We are young people, so as early as now, we should learn how to invest. We should learn as early as now to be consistent in everything we do. Like if we know we are supposed to be somewhere at some time, like if I know I have some certain routine, like I have to wake up at 5 a.m., maybe do something, then we should be consistent. Let's not lazy around.